I need to tell you something that's been keeping me up at night. Something about the future that's coming faster than anyone realizes. And I can't stay quiet about it anymore because the window to prepare is closing fast. If you're ready to hear the truth about what's really happening with AI and what it means for your life, drop a comment and say I'm ready. Here's what nobody's telling you. The next 2 to 3 years, artificial intelligence is going to change your world in ways you can't even imagine right now. Not in some distant future. Not in a decade. 2 to 3 years, maybe less. And most people, they're completely unprepared. They're sleepwalking into a transformation that's going to reshape everything about how we work, how we live, how we think. Let me be very specific about what I mean. Right now, as you're listening to this, there are AI systems that can write better than most professional writers, design better than most designers, code better than most programmers, analyze data better than most analysts create art, music videos that are indistinguishable from human-made content. And this technology, it's not in some secret lab. It's available right now, today, to anyone. But here's the part that should terrify you. What exists today is the worst AI will ever be. Think about that. The AI that exists right now, today, is the least capable, least intelligent, least powerful version of AI that will ever exist again. Every single day, it's getting smarter, faster, more capable, more powerful. And the rate of improvement, it's exponential. Last week, I was in a meeting with my team, and someone showed me what the latest AI models can do. Things that 6 months ago would have required a team of experts and weeks of work, now done in seconds by a machine. And I looked around that room and I thought, how many jobs just became obsolete in the last 6 months? How many more will be obsolete in the next 6 months? And then I thought about you, about all the people listening to this who have no idea what's coming, who are living there, lives going to their jobs, making their plans completely unaware that the ground is shifting beneath their feet. And I realized I have to say something. I have to warn you, not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because here's the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. If you don't adapt to this change, you will be left behind. Not might be, will be. The world is dividing into 2 groups right now, today as we speak. People who understand AI and are learning to work with it, and people who do, and who are ignoring it, who think it doesn't apply to them. And I'm telling you right now, that second group is in serious trouble. You know what's going to happen in 2 years? Maybe 3? You're going to be competing for your job against someone who uses AI, and that person is going to be 10 times more productive than you. They're going to do in 1 hour what takes you all day. They're going to produce better work, faster work, more creative work. Your boss is going to look at the 2 of you and make a very simple calculation. Why would I pay you when I can pay them? And you're going to say, but I have experience. I have years in this field. I know how things work. And they're going to say, that's nice. But they produce better results. They're more efficient. They're more valuable. Experience. Experience with old ways of doing things isn't valuable anymore when there are new, better ways. This isn't theory. This isn't speculation. It is already happening right now. I know companies that have quietly replaced entire departments with AI-powered tools and a handful of people who know how to use them. I know professionals who've been doing their job for 20 years who are suddenly finding themselves obsolete because someone younger learned to use AI tools and can do their job better and faster. And the scary part, this is just the beginning. What's coming in the next few years is going to make what's happening now look like nothing. We're talking about AI that can do almost any cognitive task a human can do. Writing, analysis, design, coding, strategy, planning, problem solving, all of it. And it's not coming someday. It's coming soon. Very soon. I can see what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, this is terrifying. Thanks for ruining my day, Elon. What am I supposed to do about this? Just give up. Accept that I'm going to be obsolete? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not telling you this to make you feel hopeless. I'm telling you this because there is hope. There is a path forward, but only if you act now. Only if you stop ignoring this and start preparing. Here's the truth that will save you. AI isn't going to replace you, but a person who knows how to use AI will. Read that again. AI itself isn't the threat. The threat is other people who are learning this technology while you're pretending it doesn't exist. The threat is people who are adapting while you're staying comfortable. Think of it like this. When the internet came along, it didn't replace workers. But workers who understood the internet replaced workers who didn't. When computers came along, It didn't make people obsolete, but people who learned to use computers replaced people who refused to. This is the same thing, but it's happening faster, much faster. So what do? How do you prepare for this? Let me give you a real practical plan, not someday, starting today. First, stop thinking AI is someone else's problem.
Stop thinking it's just for tech people or young people or smart people. It's for everyone. It affects everyone, and everyone needs to understand it at a basic level. You don't need to become a programmer. You don't need to understand how it works technically, but you need to understand what it can do and how to work with it. Second, start using AI tools right now, today, this week. I don't care what you do for work. There are AI tools that can help you do it better. Find them, learn them, use them. Spend an hour a day learning how to use AI to make your work better, faster, more valuable. Because I promise you, someone else in your field is doing exactly that right now. And in 6 months, they are going to be so far ahead of you that you won't be able to catch up. Third, focus on what makes you human, because here's the thing about AI. It's incredibly good at tasks, but it's terrible at being human. It can't build real relationships. It can't understand human emotion deeply. It can't provide genuine empathy. It can't make intuitive leaps based on life experience. It can't navigate complex human dynamics. Those things, those are your advantages. Those are what make you irreplaceable. So whatever you do, make sure you're bringing humanity to it. Make sure you're building real connections. Make sure you're adding emotional intelligence, creativity, intuition, wisdom that can only come from being human. Because the people who thrive in the AI age are going to be people who combine the power of AI with the irreplaceable value of human insight. Let me tell you a story. Last year, I met a woman at a conference. She was in her 50s, worked in marketing for 20 years. She told me she was terrified of AI, thought it was going to take her job. Thought at her age she couldn't learn new technology, thought she was done, and I told her what I'm telling you, you have a choice. You can be scared and do nothing, and then yes, you probably will lose your job. Or you can be scared and learn anyway, be scared and adapt anyway, be scared and position yourself as someone who brings human insight and technological capability. You know what she did? She spent 3 months learning AI tools, not full-time, just an hour or two a day learning how to use AI for content creation, for analysis, for strategy. And you know what happened? She became the most valuable person on her team because she combined 20 years of marketing experience with cutting-edge AI tools. She understood her customers in a way the AI never could, but she could execute 10 times faster than before. She didn't get replaced. She got promoted because she adapted, because she saw the change coming, and instead of hiding from it, she learned to ride it. That can be you. But only if you start now, only if you take this seriously, only if you stop pretending this isn't happening. Here's what I need you to understand. The next 3 years are going to determine the rest of your career, maybe the rest of your life. The people who spend this time learning, adapting, positioning themselves for the AI age, they're going to thrive. They're going to have opportunities they never imagined. They're going to be more valuable, more capable, more empowered than ever before. The people who spend this time ignoring it, denying it, hoping it goes away, they're going to wake up one day and realize the world moved on without them, and it's going to be too late to catch up. I'm not trying to scare you. Well, maybe I am a little, because you should be scared. This is a bigger change than anything most of us have seen in our lifetimes. But I'm also trying to inspire you, because this is also an opportunity, a massive opportunity for people who are willing to adapt, who are willing to learn, who are willing to become the people who work with AI instead of being replaced by AI. You know what the most valuable skill is going to be in 5 years? It's not going to be coding. It's not going to be design. It's not going to be any specific technical skill. You know what it's going to be. The ability to ask AI the right questions, the ability to take what AI produces and add human wisdom to it, the ability to see what AI misses, the ability to connect AI's capabilities with human needs. That's the future. Not humans versus AI, humans working with AI, humans directing AI, humans adding the irreplaceable human element to AI's capabilities. And the people who figure that out first are going to have an enormous advantage. So here's my challenge to you today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Go find one AI tool that relates to your work. Just one. Sign up for it, play with it, see what it can do. Spend 30 minutes learning how to use it. That's it. Just start. Tomorrow, spend another 30 minutes. Learn a little more, try something new, see how it could make your work better. And the day after that, do it again, and keep doing it every single day. 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever you can manage, but consistently, because that's how you adapt. That's how you prepare. That is how you make sure you are in the group that thrives instead of the group that gets left behind. And here's what's going to happen. In 3 months, you're going to be shocked at how much you've learned. In 6 months, you're going to be more productive than you've ever been. In a year, you are going to be irreplaceable because you are the person who understands both the work and the technology. You're going to be the bridge between the old way and the new way, and that position, that's incredibly valuable. But it only happens if you take this seriously, if you stop waiting for someone to tell you what to do and start figuring it out yourself. I'm building companies that are creating this AI technology. And I'm telling you right now, as someone who sees what's coming, as someone who knows what these systems can do, as someone who understands the trajectory, this is real. This is happening. This is not science fiction. This is the next 3 years of your life. You can ignore it. You can pretend it's not happening. You can hope it somehow doesn't affect you, but it will. It's going to affect everyone, every industry, every job, every career. There are no exceptions. None. Or you can face it. You can prepare for it. You can learn to work with it. You can position yourself not as a victim of change, but as someone who rides change, someone who adapts, someone who grows, someone who takes what could be a threat and turns it into an opportunity.
That's the choice in you remaking it right now today, by either taking action or not taking action. There's no neutral position here. Doing nothing is a choice, and it's the wrong choice. I believe in you. I believe you can learn this. I believe you can adapt to this. I believe you're capable of more than you think. But you have to believe it too. You have to decide that you're not going to be left behind, that you're not going to let fear keep you from preparing, that you're going to do the work required to thrive in this new world. The future is coming fast, faster than you think, and it's not going to wait for you to be ready. It's not going to slow down because you're scared or confused or overwhelmed. It's just coming. The only question is, are you going to be ready for it, or are you going to be caught off guard? Choose to be ready. Choose to adapt. Choose to learn. Choose to grow. Choose to be one of the people who looks back 5 years from now and says, I saw it coming. I prepared. And because I did, I'm thriving. That's what I want for you. That's why I'm telling you this, not to scare you into paralysis, but to wake you up to action. To give you the truth that nobody else is willing to give you. To show you that yes, change is coming, but you can handle it. You can prepare for it. You can turn it into the best thing that ever happened to your career. The clock is ticking. The change is happening. The future is arriving. What are you going to do about it? Let me give you some numbers that should wake you up. Right now, there are approximately 375 million knowledge workers globally whose jobs involve tasks that AI can already do or will be able to do in the next 18 months. That's not my speculation. That's based on actual analysis of what current AI systems can accomplish. 375 million people whose work lives are about to fundamentally change. And here's the thing that most people don't realize. When we talk about AI replacing jobs, we're not talking about entire jobs disappearing overnight. We're talking about tasks within jobs being automated. Studies show that about 40% of work hours across all industries involve tasks that AI can now handle. 40%. That means almost half of what you do every day at work could potentially be done by AI now. Some people hear that and think, okay, so I'll work fewer hours and do the other 60%. But that's not how it works. What actually happens is that companies realize they can get the same output with fewer people. If AI can handle 40% of the work, they don't need 100 employees anymore. They need 60 employees who know how to use AI to amplify their productivity. Here's another number that should concern you. In a recent survey of 5,000 executives across different industries, 73% said they plan to implement AI solutions that will significantly reduce their workforce within the next 2 years. 73%, that's not a small minority of companies. That's the vast majority, and they're not planning this for some distant future. They're planning it for the next 24 months. But let me show you the opportunity side of this. There's a massive shortage of people who understand how to work with AI. Companies are desperate. It's for employees who can bridge the gap between traditional work and AI-enhanced work. Some estimates suggest there are currently about 12 million positions globally that require AI skills, but only about 3 million people who have those skills. That's a 9 million person gap. Right. 9 million opportunities for people who are willing to learn. And the salary data reflects this shortage. In the United States alone, professionals who have AI skills earn on average 42% more than their counterparts who don't. 42%. That's not a small bump. It's a career-changing difference. A software developer who understands AI tools makes about $90,000 more per year than one who doesn't. A marketing professional with AI skills earns about $35,000 more. An analyst with AI capabilities, $48,000 more per year. Think about what that means over a career. Over 10 years, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional earnings. Over 20 years, we're talking about more than $1 million in many cases, just from being willing to learn and adapt to new tools. Here's another striking statistic. Among people who started learning AI skills in the last year, 68% report that their career prospects have improved significantly, not slightly, significantly. They're getting promotions, new opportunities, better offers because right now in this moment, there's a gold rush for AI-capable professionals and not enough people to fill the roles. But here's the window that's closing. Right now, you can learn these skills and immediately stand out because so few people have them. But in 2 years, maybe 3, AI literacy is going to be expected. It's going to be like computer literacy is today. You don't get credit for knowing how to use email anymore. That's just baseline. And soon, knowing how to work with AI is going to be baseline too. The advantage you can gain right now by being early, that advantage disappears when everyone else catches up. You have a choice right now. You can be in that 11%, or you can be in the 89% who wake up in 2 years and realize they reap behind. The difference between those two groups isn't intelligence. It's not age. It's not natural ability. It's willingness to act now instead of later. That's the only difference. Share this if you needed this wake-up call. Subscribe for more truth about what's coming, and comment below, what's the first AI tool you're going to learn this week? Let's hold each other accountable. Your future starts now.